My name is Christopher Argyros. I live in District 2. I live in Old North Sacramento. I live right down the street from Camp Resolution where I own my home. I do not want my neighbors forcefully removed from I support that site in becoming a sanctioned safe space for folks to live. As neighbors, we should have input into what's going on at Camp Resolution. There's been no community engagement as far as I've heard, and I read all Councilmember Laloy's emails, Facebook posts, and I've emailed him and messaged him. I've been pretty annoying. This is not up to one or two business owners, and that's my understanding at this point of what happened in terms of community engagement. That site is, as far as I can tell, it's a great site for unhoused people to live. It would be great for tiny homes, as was originally proposed in the city's comprehensive siting plan. It's right on the bike path. It's next to the river. It could easily have electrical and plumbing services extended there. There's no homes surrounding it, so you're not going to have residents complaining about their peace being disturbed or their property value being lowered. And I'm a property owner, okay? I fully support people living there. So before you sweep people off that property, there needs to be more proactive community engagement because there's a lot of us in the neighborhood that support the folks that are living there.
The Blue Bear Vanessa. I'm sorry, just a moment. I know that you just put the sign up and I don't want to have somebody take it down, so if you want to keep it, you can grab it. But we can't put things on the wall in City Hall. So either someone else will take it down, or I want to give you the opportunity. I want to give you the opportunity.
Can you read it?
Please.
We have the right.
We're going to move on to the next speaker. We're going to move on to the next speaker.
We have the right. Speak still. Can you read it?
Go ahead. Speaker, go ahead. Your time is starting.
My name is Sarah Whipple, and I'm an outreach worker at the organization Harm Reduction Services. We provide services to around 25 camps every week in Sacramento, and that includes Camp Resolution. The word services gets thrown around a lot in conversations about sweeps, so we need to be very clear in that sweeps are not services. Sweeps will never be services. When you sweep a camp, you're separating people from their sterile syringes. You're separating people from their ability to have Narcan and to use it. You're throwing away their Narcan. When you sweep a camp, people miss the appointments that they made in our outreach clinic. They can't connect with the doctors that we send into the camp. They can't get veterinary services. They can miss their HIV appointments that we pick them up and take them to, but once you sweep them, we can't find them anymore. How are we supposed to offer services in an environment camps like Camp Resolution should be y'all's dream, right? Like, everyone's in one place. They can take care of each other. We can take care of them. It's easy. They've done the groundwork. We can show up, and they're all there, but once you disperse them like that, it really does kill, and we see it every year, and I'm tired of mourning preventable deaths. If you want to talk about services, this winter we're giving out sheets of plastic. That's what our service is, right? We don't have tents, we don't have housing or sheets of plastic. And we see 100 to 150 people every day, and we have to decide which 10 get the sheet of plastic that day. And that's all we can give to people to survive. If you can't fund services, support their survival strategies, and if you can't do that, at the very least, don't terrorize them.
My government name is Vanessa. My tribal name is Wajapi Tubals. I'm Ponca. I'm from this land. I'm going to let you know, personally, that the only reason why I step back is because of everyone here and respect for them. Woo! At the moment, you have my respect because you're a human being. That's it. Not for any of your jobs. I want to remind you all that every single one of you would be unhoused if it wasn't for the fact that you were on stolen land. The money that this state has is indigenous. It's from our people. There's 18 hidden treaties for California. Hidden in Washington, D.C. Our people were just in Washington, D.C. So either you come up with solutions and listen to all of these people. We have solutions as indigenous people. We have solutions to all of these issues that all of you continue. Every single one of you should be shaking right now and upset, and your hearts should be hurting. You should be in tears. Do you know how hard it is for me to stand here and talk without crying? Because my soul hurts for all of these people. I am every single one of these people. I am you. Where's your souls? What happened? What did the world do to you that was so bad? Where you forgot what it was like to be a human being. You think that you have solutions to these issues, but you don't, because you don't know the people. Your soulless shells of a human being.
Thank you for your comments. Our next speaker is Paul.
Soulless shells of a human being. You don't get to shut me down.
Paul,
This is my land.
Mackenzie Wilson, then Kristen.
Federally recognized
Thank
tribe.
you for your comments.
I am a nation. Sovereign nation. Just like the United States.
Is Paul not
If
here
you don't
today?
come up
You can
with a
pass Paul.
solution,
Sarah Murphy,
we will have
Mackenzie
to.
Williams, Sarah Murphy.
Do you understand?
Sarah Fass, the Tara Murphy, and you say Mackenzie Williams, Mackenzie Wilson, and Jackson Yoder, then Kristen Lopez.
Solutions.
Okay,
Not murder.
Mackenzie, we're gonna start the time on the clock for you. Go right ahead.
And actually, this is the very thing that I wanted to speak on. Good evening, Council. My name is Mackenzie Wilson. My pronouns are they, them, and I am one of your local and friendly community organizers. You can find me hanging out with the cool kids at Decarcerate Sacramento, the Sacramento Tenants Union, and most recently with the cool kids at Camp Resolution. Damn, I forgot some in the background. Go grab it. Today you have been and you are going to continue to hear the words and cries of this community, and I'm here to give you some tips on how to listen in love. 1, recognize that every word tonight is a call for love or an expression of love, no exceptions. And as a community organizer, I should tell you that most public comments go for about 2 to 3 minutes, and if it's fucking fire, less than 5. And because love is patient and love is kind, it does not look like cutting off speakers, cutting their mics, and pushing them out of public space. You can go home early and possibly enact state violence upon them tomorrow. So please do not interrupt. Somebody should tell Mindy she doesn't have to do that tonight. 2, recognize that all thought is creative and influential. So embrace the mirrors that will be held up to you today and let it teach and change you. Let it hit your heart, let it hit your mind and your hearts and your ears. 3, it takes a lot to affirmatively speak, but it takes even more to actively listen. So please keep your eyes forward and do not shy away from accountability. Love means admitting when you're wrong, because love does not make you fear shame or guilt. Love is presence, not absence. And because love is a verb and a doing word, show love tonight. Love is decision-making spaces big enough for all our voices and our love. And love is this community telling you what the right decisions are, because love is recognizing our ability to love ourselves and to know what we need. And knowing love also means that we know what love is not.
Is Jackson Yoder,
You're disgusting.
Kristen Lopez.
Y'all can do that.
No, we have to stay on track so we can get to everybody.
Okay, so for sure, my final comment is that I have a petition that I'm going to hand each of you with over 800 names of this. even one for help.
Not here. Codester, Beth O'Neill, Anjan Willis. Okay. Adam Jordan. Great, if you heard your name, please come to the middle. Come on forward. Thank you. Sally? Yes. Go right ahead.
My name's Sally Shapiro, and I've written a book called Homelessness in Sacramento, Refugees of Corruption. And part of it is based on my advocacy for several people. One was a man living...
Are you wanting to share that picture? Because if you are, you can lay it down face up right there, face up, and the camera above will grab the picture. There you go. It'll be right there. Just give us 1 second. Go ahead, keep talking.
I just wanted to say this about him because it took me half a day for 3 months to find a suitable place for him. He had been homeless for 12 years, living out in front of this City Hall. And anyway, but now I'm trying to talk about Camp Resolution because my husband and I have been going over there once a week to feed the camp. And we saw the whole thing. We saw when it was promised to be a safe ground. We saw when they put them into a narrow strip by the bike trail, the suffering that went on there for 8 months. Then we saw them being swept. And then we saw the fence going up and they were evicted. The safe ground, they couldn't even be in their own safe ground. I want to read the last part. The Colfax and Arden Safe Ground Con. It is only the most recent. I will name the others here. Arco Arena, Golden One Center, Measure U, Sighting Agenda, Room Keep Program. New ones come each year like Measure O. The homeless were used to pass all of the proposals above because voters do not want homelessness. But read the fine print. Funds are discretionary to be used on more glamorous self-serving proposals than helping people who are suffering. They have our money and get more money to do what they want legally.
Thank you for your comments.
Get off your phone and pay attention to what she's saying.
Kristen Lopez. I think it was one of the names that we called. Okay, please proceed. And then Codester, Beth O'Neill, Angie Wills. You're Kristen? Yeah, go ahead.
Get off your phone and listen to what she's saying.
All right. I'm Kristen Lopez. I work with ACE. I am a canvasser. I knock on people's doors. And I organize renters. Okay? All over Sacramento. 5 hours a day. 5 days a week. We do a lot of things, okay? We do direct action. I would love a rent strike. There's a massive rent strike here in Sacramento. We get people elected. I love you, Katie. My band will hook you up too. Don't let us down, baby. All right? I talk to the voters. 5 hours a day, 5 days a week. People who are directly affected by your decisions. This system is controlled by greed. And 100% controlled by greed, and that's why we have problems like Camp Resolution, all right? They are solving their own problem. That's the people solving their own problem because you won't help people stay in their homes. I'm gonna make sure that every single person that I talk to is voting to get all of the people out of power that is voting against their best interest and get the people who are voting for our best interest into power. 5 hours a day, 5 days a week. I'm going to make sure they know exactly who you are depending on what you do tonight. And every other night, for that matter. We need a rent cap,
Thank you.
or else we're going to have more camps to come to work.
Angie Wills and Adam Jordan.
My name is Lily Sandlin. My name was called earlier.
Okay, go ahead, Lily.
So my name is Lily Sandlin. I work for ACE and I've been a member of them for over 3 years now. I'm here because I have the unrealistic expectation that our elected officials and law enforcement should protect everybody and care for everybody's needs, regardless of if they are wealthy, landowning individuals. The individuals at Camp Resolution, if they are swept tomorrow at 5 a.m., a sweep of Camp Resolution is in violation of Martin v. Boise, which makes clear that you cannot remove anyone from the shelter unless you are offering them somewhere else to go. Shelters are full and there is no housing. This is a clear violation of their 8th Amendment right, but unfortunately, the city of Sacramento has a track record of treating unhoused people like they are less than human, and that it does not matter if they die. I don't have much more to say to that. I hope you listen to all the voices here tonight, and I hope that you do not cause destabilization and deaths of people tomorrow.